animal, a travel lover, and someone who's taking the digital space by storm with a one-stop shop, what, when, where. Aanam Chashmawala is with us in the Influencer Spotlight. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you doing today?
Very good, thank you.
We have a few really intrusive questions.
Okay. I'm very moody. I'm very hungry, both for food and ambition.
Wow.
And I'm always looking for something new. And that's basically around the time I realized I need a new name. I need something that's going to stay with me, grow with me. If I'm going to do this full-fledged after college and not go get a job like all my peers were, I need this to sound as me as possible. And I've been a writer since I was, 10 or 11, and I've always been fond of puns, and I've always been fond of the alliteration. And a friend of mine who actually helped me start the blog, she was a photographer, and she used to click my pictures for me for the first 2 years, I think. And we had a sleepover, and the agenda for the sleepover was to look for blog names, was to ideate, was to write, was to literally on a whiteboard we've played around. So we didn't come up with anything that night. It was absolutely useless. But the next morning when I woke up, I remember we were leaving my bedroom to go to the dining table for breakfast, and it just hit me like a stroke of lightning. I don't know.
All the best ideas after so much work.
It was so random, and that was the name. And she was like, "Oh my God, I love it! It's gonna work." And
it's really catchy. So
it's left me with the dilemma of constantly having to tell people it's what, when, where, not what, when, where. No, I mean, I just feel like long form copy is now in a space where it's only people who love long form copy will chase long form copy. But I love that people want information, but instead of reading one detailed blog post, they rather see 5 separate Instagrams, posts with slightly detailed captions. So for example, I got into the travel space work-wise in 2017, 2 years ago, and the hashtag we use is what, when, where travels, and then whenever I'm in a specific country, we'll use what, when, where in, and then the country.
Yes.
And I realized the traction I get on that is something else, because people want the information.
Yeah,
they want to know what to do in that country. Till today, I get emails with detailed things saying, tell me what to do when I go to Istanbul. And I've ripped Turkey apart on my blog, in a good way. That sounds bad, but in a good way, in terms of detailing, for example. So they want to know, but I think just the trend, the intake format, the consumption format has changed. They would rather get 5 separate posts than read one detailed blog. I am very, so I remember this thing that my teacher made me do when I was doing my mass media. Whenever you have a block, you write down 10 things that just from a logical point of view are an observation.
So facts.
Just simple. Just facts. Journalism. Right. No point of view.
Yeah.
But you sit on it for a while. Yeah. I don't like to deliver something if I have a creative block, because then I'll just put out a shitty piece of content and nobody wants to read that.
Yeah.
Not even me.
Absolutely.
So I'll sit on it. I won't be like, oh, let's power through for the sake of it. No, just wait. You've got your observations in place. When it strikes, it strikes. When something hits you about it, I'll sit down and start writing my blog post. I'm a complete geek, so I'm going to ask you to be a geek. Be disciplined, be organized. I live my life through Excels and organizing apps and to-do lists, and I guess being disciplined will help you through any creative block you have. It will help you organize your life. It will help you get a content calendar in place. Please get a content calendar in place. It will help you. It's like a God-sent thing, honestly. Yeah, I guess just be disciplined about it, and it'll just, everything will fall into place. I think there are still moments left for me to actually say that to myself. I'm very hungry, so I don't think that's happening for a little while. But for example, I was the first blogger to be on the cover of a mainstream magazine like Femina, which happened to me in 2014. If I remember correctly, Feb or March, I should remember this. And that was huge for me.
Of course.
Getting invited to come to Wimbledon, to go to Wimbledon in London, June 2016, that was amazing. I've had some of these moments that have really been.
That is something, though.
Yeah.
Sitting there in those stands.
Yes. Yeah. So I've had some of these like moments that I know I'll always look back at and be like, that was great. To quote Deepika Padukone, art hai art. I always say that to anyone who asks me how I balance the two. I think it's important to have an organic, regular content calendar in place. And as someone who lives on Excel, like I mentioned, it's just something that I do beforehand. So I already have ideas in place for like Jan.
Right.
And then as and when my brand collabs come in, my inquiries come in, I see if it fits my theme or what's going on in the week. And I'll try to manipulate how it might fit in terms of the dates. I'll juggle them around. But I think as long as you're doing enough organic content, it's great to take on branded content. That's absolutely fine as a full-time content creator.
So Aanam, we have some quick things we want your word on. Yeah? Your favorite junk food?
Pizza.
Favorite destination for a couple's getaway in India?
In India, Goa. I'm very cliche.
Abroad?
Currently loving Sri Lanka. Gone there twice this year and planning a third trip soon.
And something you always travel with?
Lots of makeup.
The most expensive thing that you've spent your money on?
This year or in general?
In general.
My ring. I decided to buy this for my 25th birthday. Actually, does a house count?
Yes, I think.
Okay, house. I'm so confused.
One thing you can't live without?
My husband.
Oh,
And my phone.
thank God for that. If your life was a song, what would the title be?
Well, I was listening to it this morning, so I'm going to say Apna Time Aayega.
Oh, nice.
Also, they just got nominated for that Oscar, which I'm so thrilled about.
Yes.
Not nominated, it was an official entry. Sorry.
India's official entry.
Correct.
And hopefully your words will come true. They should get nominated.
I love Zoya Akhtar.
I love that film as well. Best brand collab?
Oh no, can't answer this. No, I don't have one.
Yeah.
There's been so many and they've all been fab.
And speaking of Gully Boy, Bollywood versus Hollywood. What's your...
Bollywood versus anything Bollywood would win. I know my Karan Johar movie dialogues like this.
Oh wow, you have my heart. Forever. So, a morning routine that you follow, no matter what, where you are.
I always wake up and go straight to the bathroom. I will not leave my bedroom without taking a shower. It's this thing I have. I will wake up, I will go for a shower, brush my teeth, and then get out of my room. I won't even get out of my room without taking a shower.
Wow. So no bed tea.
No, definitely not. Don't know how people do it before brushing. Cannot get on board to that train.
If you were not a blogger, what would you be?
Something to do in business, fashion, beauty, related in some way.
Yeah. So it's your passion. You just want
Yeah, I would have
to be in that space.
gravitated to it one way or another.
Yeah. A night with your best friend or a date night with your husband?
But my husband is my best friend, so that question is
You are so lucky. Congratulations. Whose celebrity style inspires you the most?
Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Love.
Love. Absolute love.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you Googled?
Can I check my phone? I don't know what I googled. I don't remember.
Top of your head. What did you search for?
Friends Ross. The couch thing that happened on Google a few days ago, and then pivot, and then it breaks. That's what I googled last.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Whose closet would you love to raid?
Blake Lively.
Yeah.
She would be glam and beautiful.
And she's fun. She's
I
so
love her.
casual. Yeah.
I feel
me
like
too.
her and Ryan are couple goals.
Absolutely. 3 favorite apps on your phone right now?
Apps. I use Wunderlist a lot, which is what my team and I use internally for to-dos. I sound like such a geek right now. People would have expected Instagram, but I open Wunderlist more times than I open Instagram. Spark, that I use for email, and Instagram and YouTube. YouTube Creator app.
Nice. So that's it. I think we have all of them. You did well.
Thanks.
So guys, we have our next section and it's called hashtag the care you deserve, sponsored by the Beauty Co. And you should really look forward to this because we have some fun stuff, starting with some fun questions. So Aanam, I was looking at some of the interviews that you have done, and I want to ask you the same questions, a couple of them definitely.
Okay.
So brows or mascara?
Wow, okay. I feel like I'm cheating on my brows when I say mascara, but mascara.
Right. And what are the 3 products that you always carry in your bag, makeup products?
Lip pencil, lipstick, and I usually try to keep like a little face mist.
Which is the one, the Beauty Co product that you relate to and you identify with?
I think from the Beauty Co, I really like their activated charcoal scrubs. Basically the coffee scrubs in general, because there are quite a few variants in this. Mango, strawberry, and I've used all of them and I love them.
Wow.
I use them once a week for my exfoliation, sometimes twice a week also. And I just love that product.
Right, so it's the activated charcoal scrub, which we must incorporate a couple of times in our
once or
routine,
twice is
depending on
great.
your skin, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. How would you fit in your skincare routine since you travel so much in your on-the-go lifestyle?
I always try to carry minis with me, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. The minis actually come in super handy for like long flights also.
Yeah.
My skin is normal to dry and gets pretty dry in flights.
Yeah.
So I'll always make sure to have like a lip mask on me when I'm on a flight, or just keep a serum at hand. In fact, I actually recently did a video about my in-flight skincare routine that got great love because like a lot of people realized that they were doing, like they were feeling the same way that I was during long flights, and now they actually do carry along minis with them also on flights. So I try to like find these little hacks and ways to make sure my pouch is on me at all times.
Okay, this one I personally want to know. How do you go from day to night with one product?
What's the product? Can I pick a product?
Yes, you pick a product.
Well, I think the simplest way to really go day to night is I would just keep like a single smoky palette with me, like just a single, like if I have a black single eyeshadow on me, I would just amplify my eyes. If I'm wearing like a regular day look, I just throw in a little black and like cut it out a little bit. That instantly changes the way your makeup looks.
So this was the last of our questions, and now we have something I hope fun for you. So we want you to pick one The Beauty Co product and create, set it up for a post for us.
Like a flat lace shot. I
Yeah.
should give you a little disclaimer and tell you that I suck at this. I'm not the best at the art direction, but I will give this a shot.
Yes, let's do it. I really like this setup and I think it looks really cute and it highlights
You're very kind.
it highlights the Beauty Co active charcoal scrub. However, I have one quiz question before I let you go.
Okay.
Yeah? So the Beauty Co has a range of products and we've seen these before. I'm going to ask you to tell me how to use one of these products in 3 different ways.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So randomly, it's okay. This one. It's the Beauty Co Tea Tree Essential Oil.
Okay, so you picked a good one because essential oil is something you can use in so many ways. Plus, this one is with tea tree as its dominant ingredient. Tea tree is great to treat acne prone skin. So if you're someone who has acne prone skin, this might be a great product for you. I will recommend, however, that you don't use it as is. Always try it out for the first time in a diluted version and then go in just as is.
So diluted, you mean with
Water, with moisturizer. Yeah. Just make sure you don't take too much. See how your skin reacts to it. Apart from that, essential oils are something you can use to prep your skin up before you go into it with foundation. And because this is like an essential oil, it has tea tree, the fragrance is beautiful. What you can do is put a few drops of this into a bath and it'll just leave you like feeling really nice.
So for acne, you should dilute it to begin with. Second, as right before your foundation to prep your skin. And the third, in your bath. So guys, this was our hashtag The Care You Deserve, sponsored by the Beauty Co segment. And this, Aanam, is The Care You Deserve by the Beauty Co. These are a bunch of products that I'm sure you're going to enjoy, and we had the best time having you here this morning. I really hope you guys found out a little more about Aanam and enjoyed our influencer spotlight. Because
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great morning, and thank you for this huge beautiful hamper over here.
I'm going to let go now.